Welcome to the KNG Music Review. I'm Grayson Eaton with Caitlin Dewberry.
Today we are going to start off our show by saying the top songs on the Billboard Hot 100 in descending order.
Number 20, Love Lies by Khalid and Normani.
Number 19, Mia, Bad Bunny featuring Drake.
Number 18, Trip by Ella Mai.
Number 17, Wake Up in the Sky, Gucci Mane featuring Bruno Mars and Kodak Black.
Number 16, Bad by XXXTentacion.
Number 15, Taki Taki, DJ Snake featuring Selena Gomez, Ozuna, and Cardi B.
Number 14, Breathin' by Ariana Grande.
Number 13, Natural by Imagine Dragons.
Number 12, Young Blood by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Number 11, Better Now by Post Malone.
Number 10, Drip Too Hard, Gunna.
Number 9, ZZ by Kodak Black featuring Travis Scott and Offset.
Number 8, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco.
Number 7, Mo Bamba by Sheck Wes.
Number 6, Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD.
Number 5, Girls Like You, Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B.
Number 4, Without Me by Halsey.
Number 3, Happier by Marshmello and Bastille.
Number 2, Sicko Mode by Travis Scott.
And the number 1, Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. So what's your opinion on that, Grayson? Can you believe that this song has now been number 1 on the Hot 100 for the past 2 weeks?
Well, it's a great song, and I love how it does feature a recognition of Mac Miller, who recently just passed away about a little over a month ago. So I think it's one of the best songs Ariana has ever released. What is your opinion?
I agree with that, Grayson. Especially the fans. I've seen the postings where they're all agreeing with her respect towards Mac Miller, but also showing that her exes have not been considered bad things in her life, but instead have helped her become a better person. She even states, she says, I am more patient now of a person, in one of her lyrics.
Taught me love, one taught me patience.
And I think that's just a great way for her to take from her exes' situations.
Right, and she's really become a pop so-called diva in the music industry. She started off on Nickelodeon, on Victorious, and now she's one of the biggest superstars in the world. So I remember watching her on Victorious, and I thought then that she had a great voice when she would do some of the numbers on Victorious, but I had no idea that she would become the superstar she is today.
Yeah, me either. Especially her starting off as Kat, on Victorious, always the
she was
funny
really funny
character.
on there, yeah.
You never knew what to expect, and and once she stepped out into the limelight, you were shocked to see wow, this girl actually has talent, and she's proven herself numerous times. Also by being named as Billboard's Woman of the Year already in 2018, and she keeps telling her fans, her tour begins soon for The Sweetener, her last album that she released, and she keeps telling fans that she's excited to come back. And what is your take on her experience that she had at Manchester with the shooting that happened at one of her concerts?
Well, I can't imagine being in the situation she was in. It was her concert, and the shooting happened in the arena that she was performing in. I think that was very hard on her as a person, and she vocally described that as it was on Jason Aldean when at his Las Vegas performance that the shooting took place at. But I love how Ariana gave back to that community that she was performing in Manchester, England.
Yeah.
I know she did a memoriam concert in Manchester after that shooting had taken place and recognized the victims.
I also thought that it was great that she showed the type of person she is by her last album, Sweetener. The last track, called Get Well Soon, the timing of that song, she actually kept as for the day it happened and how many people were killed at the incident. And so I thought that was a great way for her to show respect to her fans.
Yeah, it's a great memoriam. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Ariana is probably, I would say, one of the biggest superstars in the music business today, if not the biggest. Wouldn't you say the same thing?
Yes, I definitely agree.
In present time.
Yes, definitely.
And she's got a killer vocal range. She's comparable to Mariah Carey. She's got that whole octave. I think it's 4 octaves is Ariana's vocal range, which is really, really big, and it is a really wide voice range to have. Not many people at all have that voice range.
Also, looking back to one of the other songs on the charts, what do you think about Girls Like You by Maroon 5 and Cardi B being such a huge hit?
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me, just sundown when I come through.
I'm not too big of a fan of that song, to be honest, but evidently someone likes it, so I mean, it deserves to be there. I mean, you hear it playing on the radio all of the time. I mean, most of the radio stations you turn it on. I know Hits 1 plays it a lot on Sirius, so just about every pop station you put it on, it's playing Maroon 5 and Cardi B, Girls Like You. So what do you think about that song?
I like the song. It's very catchy, but me personally, when I first heard the song by Maroon 5, I didn't even really pay much attention to it until Cardi B was featured. And ever since then, the song has become such a sensational hit. And also, I like how the music video, they draw direction towards a lot of the pop artists today, women artists, including Jennifer Lopez, Camila Cabello, and other people as well. And I just think that was a great way.
I did see the music video. I did like the music video, how it incorporated all of the celebrities that you just mentioned into it. I thought that was a really neat way to incorporate them into the music video. I thought it was really cool. So, Caitlin, what do you think about the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj feud?
I'm not honestly shocked at all, because I know once someone has gotten so high up in the ranks that they feel like they have to feud to create more tension. Focusing on Eminem and MGK, you know, that feud that went down, and in reality it actually helped both of their careers. You know, they have more fans now, as if Eminem didn't already have a lot, but now MGK has started to rise as well. But looking on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, I think that it's not necessary, though. I think that they, through their talent, they don't need to have feuds such as that. Yes, it might help them, you know, bring more attention to them, but in reality, I think their talent should prove that.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what? When Cardi B first came out into the superstar that she is today, I had a feeling that her and Nicki Minaj would feud, because I knew Cardi B was going to be really big after her first song she released, Bodak Yellow, was like #1. I mean, what a smash hit to be your first single that you put out. So, and Nicki is a bit hot-headed, to say the least. You know, her and Mariah Carey, they feuded on American Idol, and Mariah Carey is a strong-willed person as well. So I had a feeling, with both of them being the biggest female rap artist in the world today, I had a feeling that they would end up clashing, because, I mean, like Little Mix, the clash with Little Mix that they had, Cardi B was trying to say that she got offered the song before Nicki Minaj, but that proved to not be true, as when Little Mix was on the X Factor, they idolized Nicki Minaj, and they've always wanted to do a song with Nicki Minaj. So Cardi B really, I would say, stepped on her own foot in that sense of saying that, because, I mean, I don't know why you would say something like that knowing that Nicki Minaj is what is Little Mix's idol.
And I thought it was very funny, too, that Little Mix, when that was released by Cardi B, they responded back by saying, basically, what are you talking about? You know, we've always wanted the queen. We wanted to be featured with, her featured on our own song. And so I know for sure they're glad that they were able to do that. And like I said, they don't need to look for feuding that comes forth from that. You know, it's all women empowering women. It shouldn't be feuding.
That's right.
You know, women already have enough issues as it is, especially in the music area as it is. And if anyone can help, I feel like they should help empower.
And you know, it's a bit immature, I would say.
Yes,
I
I
mean,
agree.
they're both grown women, and they're having it out on Twitter like teenagers in high school. I mean, it's a bit immature for both of them. So what do you think about the Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande song Bad off of the Queen album? We were just talking about Ariana Grande, so I figured that would be appropriate to talk about Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande's new song together. And you know, they just did The Light Is Coming also.
Yeah, Ariana, come let me get you a high five.
The light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole.
Yes, I really like The Light Is Coming. I think that's a great song. And of course, have you seen the video recently? Have you seen that video?
I haven't seen the video.
The video is pretty odd. You know, a lot of the fans, I've read comments on YouTube, they were like, this is very different than what she normally does, but also that helps, build their creative aspect of what they do. And I think with them together being such strong singers as they are, that it just helps. The collaboration just brings even more attention to them as a team, making music and proving that, like I said, women don't need to feud. They don't feud, They show that they help strengthen each other. They're there when they need something. And I just think that's a great,
Yeah, I do too.
Grayson, what's your opinion about Halsey's new song, Without Me?
I love it. I actually just covered that song myself on my Instagram as I am a singer also. But yeah, I think that song is super dope.
Deep in the sky, does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me.
What do you think about it, Caitlin?
I think it's very catchy, and like all of her other music, you know, she always makes sure it's catchy, and I think
know,
that's the key.
I think Halsey is probably one of my favorite artists now. I mean, every song she's put out, I have really liked, really enjoyed. But I think that Without Me is probably my favorite of all of the ones. But then Closer with her and the Chainsmokers, I love that as well. So.
But also, who can forget Now or Never? You know, that one was
I know,
played
yeah, that
constantly on
one's
the
great
radio.
too. Now
That
or
was
Never, Bad at Love.
Yeah, both of those were from her album Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. And I know for me personally, last year I was going to be able to go to the concert that she had in Raleigh, and I couldn't make it, and I was
Oh,
so
wow.
let down. But yeah, I would love to see her
I
live.
imagine she would be great live. I mean, she's such a typical pop star. I mean, she's got it all, really. But she was actually just on The Voice a few weeks ago as a mentor helping Team Jennifer Hudson on The Voice, and she was a great mentor to those contestants on there. So she definitely knows what she's talking about, and she's earned her right to be the pop star she is today.
It's just crazy to think, you know, she's only in her mid-20s, and the success that she
I
has
know,
now, can
I
you
know.
imagine what's going to come in the future?
I know. I'm sure she will have immense success in the future. So, Kayla, what do you think about Love Lies by Khalid and Normani?
Baby, tell me where your love lies. Waste a day and spend the night.
I love that song. I actually just covered that song also.
I really like that song a lot, mainly because Khalid has such a unique voice, but also because Normani, I've always looked up to her. She's one of the former members of Fifth Harmony, and I think
Yeah.
it's great that she's stepping out now as a solo artist as well as the other women. I think that this song definitely was a major hit for both of them.
Yeah, I definitely think so. It was Normani's first hit as a soloist outside of Fifth Harmony, and I just think it's so rad. I think it's such a rad song. It's just really super dope. It's got such a cool vibe to it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really laid back, and what a hot song, so to speak. I mean, when you listen to it.
It's just like one of those songs, you know, you could play in the background no matter what. You know, it's
Yeah,
just so
definitely.
catchy.
Yeah, I never get tired of it.
Yeah, I
It's
could
one
hear
of
it all
those
the
songs
time.
you never get tired of, like songs from The Greatest Showman. I'm absolutely a fan of all of the stuff from The Greatest Showman. Rewrite the Stars with Zac Efron and Zendaya, Never Enough, Lauren Allred, This Is Me, Calla Settle. Did you know that they just released The Greatest Showman reimagined
I
album?
know, yes.
That
I was very
great.
great. I was very glad about that.
Yeah, like Rewrite the Stars on that album is performed by Anne Marie and James Arthur.
What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine.
Never Enough by Kelly Clarkson. This Is Me, they added Kesha and Missy Elliott with Calla Settle on that. I just think that movie was absolutely incredible, and the songs to go with it, I mean, I think that's such a monumental movie, and monumental songs to come from that movie to really show that, you know, it's okay to be different. It's okay to not look like everyone else, and it teaches us that we should all be accepting of people no matter who they are, what they believe. So I think that was a movie that the world really needed to see, and the songs from it that the world really needed to hear. What did you think about The Greatest Showman?
I agree with everything you just said, and I just think that shows how music really is like international. You know, it affects everyone differently. It helps you become your own person, you know, and it makes you feel good about yourself, like you said, you know, accepting who you are. And I think that we really need music as a society today, especially with everything that's going on. You can always refer back to that, you know, when you're having a rough situation or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Caitlin, I believe that is all today for the K&G Music Review. Thank you, guys, for listening, and we hope you tune in next time. For Caitlin Dubert and Grayson Eaton, we are out. Welcome to the